Okay, hello, this is Crazy Frank with Half Cock Gunsmithing, Fresno, California. Just got this shotgun in from a customer, and there's nothing on YouTube, and that's the ones I like to show you guys. But it's a New England Firearms Pardner, and if I'm not mistaken, they came in 12 gauge, well, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 28 gauge, and 410. It's a single shot, very simply made, but they're bulletproof. The only thing bad is that the trigger guard is plastic, and it doesn't take a whole lot of a bump to break them. So I just want to show you how to replace it. It's not that simple. Don't be afraid. When you buy them, they come with a new trigger guard, and let me turn another light on here to help you see a little bit better. A new trigger guard and two springs, the hammer spring and the catch spring, the spring for the barrel catch. Now, when you take it out, you only have to remove two pins, the smallest pin and this pin, and they only come out one way. Once you have it out, I'll show you. I've already made my part. I had one, but I can't find it. You'll use your your trigger over again, and it will come with two new springs. Like I told you, trigger spring and a barrel catch spring. So I put the old ones in here. They were worn, dirty, whatever. Cleaned up the trigger. And then what you want to do is you want to make you a pin. And this pin needs to go through this hole and be the correct length so it doesn't stick out the side. And that will make your life so much easier. So once you've taken these two pins out, this just falls out, and there's about 5 pieces total. We'll put in the trigger spring first, then you can drop in the trigger, and then there's a third piece. But let's go ahead and start our pin on this side and get it started through your trigger. That went too far. On the side of your trigger there's a little pin sticking out. I should have showed you that. This has to go in, and it picks up that little notch on the pin sticking out of your trigger. It has to face forward, and then you can push your pin the rest of the way through. This is called a trigger extension. Now your trigger is assembled. We can put in the barrel catch spring. This is a booger to try and put in all these pieces up in the gun. So what you want to do now is it'll push right up in there. It's spring loaded. Got to get this spring behind the bolt catch. The barrel catch. Goes right like that. Now you may have, this is your barrel release, and sometimes you have to pull it down to move that piece forward to get your spring in. Then you have two pins, a large pin and a small pin, and leave it to me to misplace the small pin. Oh boy, there it is. Your pin only goes in one way, and that one is in. Now this one, you're going to have to push out the pin that you made with this new pin. And it just makes all the difference in the world. It's already coming out. That'll come out. you're back together. And this is your release for the barrel catch. It's got a little bit of lint in it, clean up for the guy, but it's really a simple fix, and of course the rest of it you should know. Well, I didn't bring the barrel from the other room, but it just catches in here, and you put the forearm on with one screw and you're back together. It's really simple. Don't be afraid of it. This is the key, this pin. If you don't have this pin made, you might be able to fight it in there, but I don't even want to try. So go ahead and let me just run get that barrel real quick. Since it's just a short video, I'll take the time. This is very simple. You'll do this to clean your gun. Hook it in here, latch it, put your forearm on, and your one screw. Back together, ready to go. This happens to be a 12 gauge, but they made it, like I told you, in many gauges. Very simply made gun, just a great beginner's gun, maybe 20 gauge for a small kid, and take them bird hunting, and this thing will just shoot and shoot and shoot. But if you drop it, you'll break this trigger guard. But Numerit sells them. Get a new trigger spring and a new barrel catch spring, simple to fix. So another simple one from the bench from Half Cock Gunsmithing. Crazy Frank, Fresno, California, signing off.